Have you ever wondered why the US immigration system is so complex and challenging to navigate? Well, there's no single answer to this question. Rather, it's a combination of unprecedented challenges that have compounded over the years. Let's start with the COVID-19 pandemic. It has undoubtedly strained the system, leading to significant delays and backlogs in processing applications. On top of the pandemic, the immigration system has had to grapple with restrictive policies put in place by the Trump administration. These policies have often been the subject of heated debates and legal challenges, adding another layer of complexity to an already intricate system. Then, there's the matter of the legal framework that governs US immigration. It's a framework that, in many ways, hasn't kept pace with the times. One of the key limitations of this framework is the cap on the number of green cards available each year. This cap, which doesn't adjust to reflect the increasing demand for green cards, has led to prolonged waiting periods for potential immigrants, especially those from high-demand countries like India and China. But that's not all. The system is further complicated by the fact that it's not just about navigating the legal framework, but also dealing with administrative processes, which can be equally, if not more, challenging. These processes involve multiple agencies, each with its own set of rules and procedures. And, as you can imagine, this can lead to confusion and frustration for those trying to navigate the system. So, there you have it. From the impact of the pandemic and restrictive policies to an outdated legal framework and complex administrative processes, the US immigration system is indeed a complex world to understand and navigate. So it's clear that the US immigration system is far from simple. It's a complex web of policies and limitations that can be daunting to navigate. But, don't lose hope. Understanding these complexities is the first step towards successfully navigating this intricate system. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this topic in the next scenes. But what does it mean for the millions of immigrants waiting for their chance at permanent residency? Let's unpack the impact of the Green Card Backlogs. Imagine this. You're a skilled professional from a high-demand country like India or China. You've been living and working in the United States for years, contributing to the economy, building a life, a career, and a community. You've applied for a green card, the key to permanent residency, and then you wait. And wait. And wait. The backlog isn't just a bureaucratic delay, it's a limbo that can stretch on for years, even decades. It's a state of uncertainty that can stifle career advancement. Opportunities for promotions or job changes may be passed over because your immigration status is tied to your current job. The impact extends beyond the professional sphere. Families are caught in the crossfire. Spouses and children can find their lives in a holding pattern, their futures uncertain. The emotional toll this can take is immeasurable. And let's not forget the financial strain, with ongoing legal costs and the possibility of aging out for dependents, which can lead to them losing their eligibility for a green card. But the impact of the backlog goes even deeper. It's about dreams deferred and lives put on hold. It's about the stress of not knowing when you'll be able to fully settle down, to plan your future with certainty. It's about the frustration of feeling stuck, of feeling like a permanent outsider in the country you call home. The Green Card Backlog isn't just a logistical challenge, it's a human issue. It's about real people, with real lives, real families, and real dreams. Each person stuck in the backlog has a story, a dream of a better life that's been put on hold. The Green Card Backlog is not just a number, it's a reality that affects millions of people and their dreams of a better life. Are there ways to expedite the immigration process in certain situations? You might be wondering. Well, yes, there are. It's called expedited processing, and it's an exceptional measure that the immigration agencies can grant under certain circumstances. But let's be clear, it's not a magic wand that will make the backlogs disappear. It's a complex process that requires careful planning and execution. Expedited processing is usually granted for humanitarian, medical, or national interest reasons. It's not for everyone, and it's not granted lightly. It's a discretionary measure, meaning it's up to the discretion of the immigration officers. They look at each case individually and make a decision based on the specific circumstances and evidence provided. So, how do you request expedited processing? You'll need to provide strong evidence supporting your request. This could be medical reports, letters from doctors, or documentation showing that a delay in processing would cause severe financial loss. You'll also need to show that your situation is urgent and that regular processing times would cause undue hardship. The process for requesting expedited processing involves submitting a formal request to the immigration agency handling your application. This is usually done in writing, although the specific procedures can vary depending on the agency and the type of application. But before you rush to submit your expedited request, it's important to understand the potential risks and benefits. On the one hand, expedited processing could significantly shorten the wait times for your application. On the other hand, if your request is denied, it could delay your application even further. Plus, there's always the risk that the immigration officers could uncover issues with your application that might not have been noticed under regular processing. So, should you request expedited processing? It depends. It's a personal decision that should be based on your specific situation and needs. You should carefully weigh the potential risks and benefits and consider seeking professional guidance. Expedited processing can be a lifeline in certain situations, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a discretionary and exceptional measure that requires careful consideration. So how can immigration applicants and their attorneys navigate this complex system more effectively? Well, there are several practical tips and best practices that can be followed. First off, it's important to keep track of processing times and visa bulletin updates for your specific immigration category and country of chargeability. The U.S. immigration system is vast and changeable, and staying up to date with the latest information can help you better understand your status and what to expect. Next, preparing and submitting complete and accurate applications is vital. This involves gathering all the required documents and ensuring they're filled out correctly, along with paying the necessary fees. Remember, an application that's incomplete or filled with errors can lead to delays or even rejections. So it's worth taking the time to double-check everything before you submit. Communicating and following up with immigration agencies is another key step. This might seem like a daunting task, but it's crucial for staying informed and addressing any potential issues. You can do this through the appropriate channels and methods, which may include online portals, email, or phone calls. Don't hesitate to ask questions or seek clarification if something is unclear. Lastly, seeking professional guidance and representation from qualified and experienced immigration lawyers can be invaluable. Navigating the U.S. immigration system can be overwhelming, and having someone who knows the ins and outs can make the process smoother and less stressful. They can provide advice tailored to your specific situation and help advocate for your rights. In conclusion, navigating the U.S. immigration system involves understanding the process, staying informed, being diligent and patient, and not being afraid to seek help when needed. Remember, every journey begins with a single step, and every application is a step towards your goal. So take that step with confidence. Navigating the U.S. immigration system is a journey, and like any journey, it requires careful planning, patience, and perseverance. As we've seen, the U.S. immigration system is a complex world with many challenges. It's a labyrinth of ever-changing policies, backlogs, and legal intricacies that can often seem overwhelming. The Green Card Backlogs, intensified by the pandemic, restrictive policies, and outdated legal structures, affect millions of immigrants, impacting their careers, families, and overall well-being. Expedited processing, while discretionary and exceptional, can be a lifeline in certain situations, offering a quicker path to achieving your immigration goals. In this maze, it's crucial to stay informed and proactive. Keep a close eye on processing times and visa bulletin updates. Ensure your applications are complete, accurate, and backed by all required documents and fees. Communication with immigration agencies is key, and seeking guidance from experienced immigration lawyers can prove invaluable. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay proactive, and never lose sight of your immigration goals. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more insights like these. Thank you for watching.